My piece has been bisque fired and now I'm ready to glaze. The first thing I'll do is I'll take a wet sponge and put it over the piece so I can see what the colors would look like if it had glaze on it. And then I'm going to mix some black underglaze, just 1-to-1 ratio, glaze and water, and you don't need very much at all. I'm covering the whole piece with this black underglaze, and it will stick to the crevices, and I'm purposely not glazing in the right hand corner because the text is white there and I want to keep that text white, because if I were to put the black underglaze on that part, then of course you would not be able to see the lettering anymore. Next, I'm using a damp sponge. I'll have a container with water sitting next to me while I'm doing this because I'll keep cleaning that sponge, and I'm wiping away all the underglaze from the very top, and then the black underglaze will stick in all the crevices and all the letters. And I like the effect of this. It gives it a lot of extra depth, and those lines that you drew are now covered with black, which really helps it stand out. I'm also using a little wet brush here and there, parts where I can't get that sponge to go into. I'll clean that with the brush and then go over it again with my sponge. After I'm done with that, I am going to make sure that I'm getting some underglaze on the edges of this piece, but I'm only underglazing the edges. I will not put a final coat of glaze on those parts because I don't want it to stick to the kiln shelves. So this is only underglaze that's going to go on those edges, and underglaze is just like clay with some pigment in it, so it will not stick to the kiln shelf. I'm also adding some colors, covering some of the lettering back up again, but this glaze is transparent enough that the lettering will still show up. I'm just changing the colors around a little bit, just because I like them better with some yellow over it, or maybe some little bit of, more vibrant green over the green, things like that. So I'm just adjusting some of my colors here. Let your underglaze dry for a few minutes before you start putting the final coat of glaze on it. Right here, I'm putting a clear glaze on top. You have a choice for either clear gloss or clear matte. You'll notice that it's actually going to look blue right now, but it's okay. It's going to be see-through by the time it comes out of the kiln. I'm putting 2 coats on. Make sure you let it dry in between those 2 coats. And as you can tell, I'm not painting the edges with any glaze because it makes them much easier to fire. So please keep those edges clean. And then once it's ready to go, put it in the cabinet and it will get fired for you. Then once it comes out of the kiln, you're going to be putting some hardware on the back of it. Look at how nicely I'm cleaning my brush and how I'm cleaning all the glaze, putting it back in the container. And now that it's been fired, you can put the hanging hardware on the back. Be sure to be careful with those edges. They can be pretty sharp, the edges of the wire. And here it is, getting ready to hang. And now your project is finished. There you go. Now it's your turn. Enjoy.